On the Paper Talk today, we'll be talking about Paul Pogba. Of course, what else would we be talking about? We'll also be talking about some bloke called Erik Ten Hag. He's going to be coming to Manchester United sooner than expected after terminating his contract with Ajax. And there's also a story doing the rounds about certain players he'll be looking at and whether they've got a future at Manchester United. So let's check it out. Jay here, Stretford, Paddock. This is the Paper Talk. As you can see, I'm outside Old Trafford and it is proper barbecue weather. So make sure you got your factor 50 on. A few stories to go through this morning. The big one, of course, is Erik Ten Hag's imminent arrival. And we are telling the truth when we say imminent. It does look like he's going to be here any day soon. We've also got a Paul Pogba update, of course, and some more news on Frankie de Jong, who's becoming the new Jadon Sancho in terms of transfer rumours and will he, won't he, when will he sign for Manchester United. So we'll get into all that. Right, first of all, let's start with the Paul Pogba stuff and then we'll get on to Erik Ten Hag and Frankie de Jong. Now, Paul Pogba, it seems he's in talks with Juventus, and it says here in RMC Sport, which is a leading French publication, that Juventus are leading the race for Paul Pogba. A meeting is scheduled tomorrow with his lawyer. That was, yes, this is from last night, so it'll be today, with his lawyer, Raffaella Pimenta, and the leaders of Juventus. Paul Pogba's obviously lost his agent, of course, recently. Mino Raiola passed away, so he's got he's got Raffaella Pimenta looking at that. So it looks like Juve are leading the race, which would be the most Manchester United thing ever. If we had a player in our academy, we let him go to Juventus for nothing. We bought him back for £89 million, and we then let him go to Juventus again for nothing 6 years later. That would be, I think, peak Manchester United, and just shows you what a shambles this club is at the minute. Now, I'm not having a dig at Pogba if he wants to go to Juventus. He's run out, his contract's finished, that's up to him. What I'm saying is Manchester United have dropped the ball on this one, really. We should have been a little bit more savvy. We should have had a contingency. We shouldn't have got to the situation where Pogba can now just do what he wants and can leave and can even go back to the club we bought him for on a free. It's ridiculous. And we haven't even got a replacement signing yet. Now, on that front, Frankie de Jong, there's loads of stories doing the rounds about Frankie de Jong. It's interesting, I was talking to Carl Anker last night on a podcast, and he was saying that Frankie de Jong is, you know, he's almost like a sort of replacement for Pogba. He's not a 6, he's more of an 8. So it's like, if you get Frankie de Jong in, you still got to get a 6. You've still got to get a defensive midfielder, because yes, he can put a tackle in, he can get hold of the ball, he can pick up the ball from deep, but he's not a 6. That isn't him. So it'll be interesting to see how Manchester United handle this summer's transfers, because it does look like de Jong is one of our targets, but we still need someone who can get hold of the ball, and that isn't McTominay and it isn't Fred, and Matic is going, so, you know, who's it going to be? The story in the Evening News says Barcelona's director of football, Mateo Alemany, has insisted that the club are yet to make a decision on de Jong amidst interest from United. It says that United have made contact with the Catalan club over the 25-year-old, but they're yet to make a decision. There's also other stories doing the rounds that Manchester City are in for him, so that could be a bit of an issue there, couldn't it, really? Because if Manchester City are in for him, are we going to end up losing out to them? Because one thing they've got that we haven't is Champions League football. We can't offer him that. The main Ten Hag stories doing the rounds this morning are about him terminating his contract with Ajax. Apparently he's left his contract with Ajax 6 weeks early. It's all very amicable. I don't think he's fell out of anyone. But Laurie Whitwell had a piece in The Athletic, and I've seen it elsewhere, and it just says Ten Hag stepping away from Ajax role early and will begin preparation for Man United job from Monday. Now, there's a few rumours doing the rounds that he's going to be in Manchester today, but apparently he isn't. I think he's going to be in the UK, and he's going to be in Manchester next week. It goes on to say in the Athletic article, Ten Hag, who was appointed as United boss on a deal until June 2025 last month, is expected in the UK this week and will not be going on the Ajax pre-season tour. So he's not going on the Ajax pre-season tour, he's coming in here. There were rumours that he might even be in the dugout this weekend for the game against Crystal Palace at Sellers Park, but this article goes on to say Ten Hag is instead anticipated to arrive in Manchester in the week after United play their final Premier League fixture against Crystal Palace, when he officially starts his new role. So it does look like Ralf Rangnick will be in the dugout for that one, and that Ten Hag won't be here just yet, although he has terminated his contract early to get over here. Not going on the pre-season tour by it. He's coming here because he's got a job to do, and he's got a big job to do, Andy, really. So a lot of papers, I've seen it in the Express, I've seen it in the Mirror, seen it in Athletic, talking about him leaving his role early to come here and sort out the mess that is Manchester United Football Club. Could probably do with getting here this morning, to be honest with you, because, you know, time waits for no man when it comes to sorting out the shambles that has been this club this season. But hopefully he can get here, he can make some changes, and we can start moving forward. Apparently, one of the decisions he's got to make that United have asked him to look at is 3 players. This is another story doing the rounds in the Express, saying that United want him to decide on the likes of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Marcus Rashford and Eric Bailly. Those are 3 players whose future is not 100% certain. I think from the noises we're hearing that Marcus Rashford looks like he's happy to stay. I mean, you can make it out what you want. That's, you know, like whether you think that's even his decision to make. Should that be the club's? Is he got a reason to be saying, you know, I want to leave? I don't know about that one, but it looks like he's happy to stay. Eric Bailly and Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a different story. I think Eric Bailly might be looking to move on because he's not getting any game time. With Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I think there is interest there from Crystal Palace, his old club. I mean, we love doing that, don't we? Getting players in from clubs and then selling them back or giving them back to him for nothing or for cheap, because apparently he could be going to Palace for 25 million, half of what we paid for him. So, yeah, well, we'll see about that one anyway. But Erik Ten Hag's got a lot to do, but he won't be doing it just yet. He'll be in the UK this week, but he won't be in Manchester just yet, although he will be starting his job early after terminating his contract with Ajax 6 weeks early and missing out on their pre-season tour to come and sort out Manchester United. Good stuff. We'll leave it there. We've got the Paddock podcast coming up later on. We've got loads of other good content as well. So make sure you are hitting like, share and subscribe. Let's get to 700,000 subscribers. With your support, we can do that. I've been Jay. This has been the Paper Talk outside an absolutely sweltering Old Trafford. Thanks for watching.